you probably shouldn't sleep anything tonight, any amount of time. I don't think anybody will. We have an incredibly competitive group. We've done everything the hard way, and that's the way it's going to have to be done right now again. And all we're going to focus on is getting this thing back to the 305. Get this thing back to Miami. And things can shift very quickly. It's going to be a gnarly game in Denver that's built for the competitors that we have in our locker room. And by the time we get on that plane, all we're thinking about is get this thing back to Miami.
Oh, boy. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I don't know. I told you before in all my other videos, I'm riding this thing till the wheels fall off. I'm ready to die in glory. I don't care. But it does feel like we're at that point. It's like that movie 300. And you have like King Leonidas, who's like Jimmy Butler and the Spartans. And they're going off to fight their final battle at the Battle of Thermopylae against the Persian army, who's this huge army with the guy on the throne with the stuff in his face, Xerxes, and Jokic is like Xerxes, and you know you're probably going to die. You might not, but you're probably going to die, but you're going all out. And I just want to see Jimmy in a game like flying through the air with a sword, like that one scene in 300. Look, we do have one guy on our team named Kevin Love who was on the other team that was the only team in NBA history who did come back from a 3-1 deficit, so there's some hope for you, right? I don't think they're going to lay down just yet. Who knows? That was a rough game. That was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking because we had our shot. We had our shot in the fourth quarter when Jokic went out with the foul trouble. Was it a bad call? Sure, you could argue that. But that was our chance. And unfortunately, he went out. We're down 10. He's out for I don't know how long, a few minutes. Comes back in. We're down 9. The Nuggets are great. Whatever you try with them, another problem arises. You could try to contain Jokic, you get Murray. You contain Murray, you get Jokic. You contain everyone else, you get the Jokic and Murray two-man game. Jokic and Murray have a bad game. Oh, then you have Aaron Gordon scoring 20 whatever. Then you have Bruce Brown scoring 20 whatever. And they just got a lot of weapons. And they're very well coached. All right, so let's break down the game. I'm a little heartbroken today, as most Heat fans probably are. But I will say it again, I still feel like we have one more punch in us. I do. Well, maybe more than one. But I don't know, man. I just don't think we're gonna go down without a fight. First quarter started off pretty good. We won the first quarter. The only critique I have about the first quarter was the turnovers. We had 5 turnovers in the first quarter. That was pretty rough, and it started off pretty bad. Our offense was bad until like the last 2 minutes of that first quarter. Jimmy hit back-to-back buckets, and then Kyle came in and hit that weird bank shot 3-pointer. He tied it up. We ended up going on a 10-0 run to finish the quarter. And Jimmy finished the quarter in a really cool way. That no call he got on that, he was going up, and then the ref said he wasn't in a shooting motion or whatever, and there was 2 seconds left, and he got the ball in the corner and hit that really nice 3. That was awesome. We were feeling good. Everyone was feeling good then. Second quarter starts. Cody Zeller had a nice block on Christian Brown, not Braun. Christian Brown, not Braun. My man Cody Zeller, pretty sure he had the highest plus minus. Let's go Cody. That's my main man right there. Lowry put us up. We were up. We were winning the game. We got into a really nice offensive groove right there. If nothing else, Duncan is back. That's what's great. I mean, and not only is Duncan Robinson back, he's effective in a way that he hasn't been effective in the past. I'm pretty sure his defense has improved, but the big improvement is what he's able to do off the dribble. He can still hit those crazy 3-pointers, but man, when he goes off the dribble, he's scoring floaters. He's making great passes. Guys are getting open. I mean, that's really hopeful for next season. So, man, I couldn't be happier for Duncan. But, man, I feel so bad for Max, man. And there was a post-game interview of him in the locker room, and, man, that poor guy He was so broken up. He was so upset with himself and beside himself. I couldn't even speak. So Jokic comes back from his, injured ankle. What does he do? Immediately hits a three. Can you believe that guy is shooting 47% from three? Like, it's not even fair. Aaron Gordon just absolutely killed us this game. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, it's just, if one guy doesn't kill you, it's another guy killing you. And that's what we didn't really get again from the Heat. Like, you have Jimmy and Bam played fine, but we haven't had that third guy, that X factor guy that has really, really stepped up. And, it goes to show you, like, we miss Tyler Herro. We do. We have a guy in our starting lineup who averages 20 points a game who's not playing. That hurts. You take, and I'm not trying to use it as an excuse. It is what it is. It's the reality of the situation. Turn the tables on the Nuggets. And I know this is something they've dealt with the last few seasons. Take away an Aaron Gordon from their starting lineup. The Nuggets are going to struggle. Aaron Gordon had 15 points in that second quarter. It's really hard when you have two of your starters in Max and Gabe, who are really supposed to be offensive contributors, when they struggle. I mean, you have Max, 19 minutes, 0 points. Gabe, 19 minutes, 2 points. That's tough. And I know, Kevin Love had that great third quarter in that stretch. Kyle had a great stretch. He had in the second quarter, he had like 13 points in 13 minutes. But the problem with not that it's a problem, but it kind of is a problem with the bursts from Kyle and Kevin. It's just a burst. It's not like a sustained thing throughout the game. Like Aaron Gordon, for instance, throughout the game, he killed us the whole game. That hurts. That hurts. We didn't have that third guy that hurt the Nuggets throughout the entirety of the game. And it's hard to win against a team like that. Despite Jimmy being hurt, because he's clearly not 100%. He's not been 100% since he got hurt against the Knicks. Thanks, Josh Hart. He had 25, 7, and 7. Shot 52% from the field. But unfortunately, you need nuclear Jimmy. You need superhero Jimmy. Maybe Jimmy can muster one more game of that. We'll see. And even Bam, Bam was great, 20 points, 11 rebounds, but he had 7 turnovers. That kills us. Adonis Haslam said after the game, I think, that the Nuggets scored 20 points against us off of turnovers that we had. I mean, it's so hard to win like that, especially against the Nuggets team. There's no margin for error against a team as disciplined as the Nuggets. Sometimes Bam will make really difficult shots and then miss easy shots. It's weird. Like he'll have a mismatch and like KCP will be guarding him and he'll miss like a little bunny. He'll miss a little bunny shot, but then he'll make some super hard fadeaway or drive and dunk on somebody or have a great putback and I don't know. We go into halftime only down 4. I'm pretty sure it was 55-51 at halftime. Another weird thing from Jimmy, like missing back-to-back free throws. Like just weird things like that you don't usually see from Jimmy. Like missing back-to-back free throws that could have put us down 2 going into halftime. Apparently this is the 3rd game in a row where Jimmy has had no steals. The guy's clearly not 100%. And despite him not being 100%, we're still getting solid games out of him. We were winning in rebounds, 18-16. Our threes killed us. And they killed us on threes. I mean, the Nuggets they were shooting 50% from 3 at halftime, and they ended up shooting 50% from 3 on the game. They shot 14 for 28 from 3. We were only 8 for 25, 32%. We got to try and be around 40% to win. The other positive thing, too, is that we out-rebounded them, 37-34. I wrote, need more from Max and Gabe. That didn't happen. Heat playing okay, but we need more to win, and we didn't get that more. We didn't get that extra oomph, that extra punch. We need threes, didn't get that. We need stops, didn't really get that. When we did stop Jokic and Murray, other guys would kill us. And that's just a testament to how good this Nuggets team is, man. And once again, this Miami Heat crowd, I said it last video, I'm going to say it again. You guys, you can't get back to your seats at the top of the 3rd quarter? Come on. I mean, honestly, come on. Like the Heat, they gotta go into the second half playing with like a half-empty stadium. You guys can't get back to your seats. God, that aggravates me. Maybe I'm being petty, but God, that aggravates me. I gotta say, for the 3rd quarter, thank God for Kevin Love. Because if it wasn't for Kevin Love that quarter, Oof, that could have been even worse. Put the Miami Heat on his back and goes on a 9-0 run. Scores 9 straight points, makes some big defensive play, hustle plays. The poor guy got taken out of the game. Looked like he was going to pass out. He was so tired. They put like a big ice pack on his back. And then, finally Duncan comes back. Only 3.5 minutes left. What does he do? Steals the ball and scores on Jokic. I hopefully, maybe we can see more Duncan minutes, man. Then the weirdest thing ever happened. Bam bent the rim. Jokic tried to fix it, and then they go to break, and it comes back, and there's people with like ratchets fixing the rim. That was weird. Then at the same time, a woman gets taken out in a stretcher. Strange, just a strange sequence of events right there to make that quarter even weirder. There was no gameplay for like 7+ minutes. The second we come back to gameplay, Bruce Brown hits a 3. Just brutal. We're down 13. Aaron Gordon hit a 3 to close the quarter. And top of the fourth quarter, I wrote, Jimmy needs to put on a super cape, or we're not going to win this game. And unfortunately, I was right. Fourth quarter was probably the most interesting quarter. Duncan comes in, hits a 3. We're down 10. Bam, turned the ball over, turned that into that huge block that he had. That was pretty awesome, but way too many turnovers from Bam, man. We can't have 7 turnovers. Bam draws an offensive foul. It was a questionable call, but draws an offensive foul nonetheless on Jokic. He has 5 fouls. He goes out. This is our chance. I write in my notebook, Jokic out, must take advantage in capital letters. 9:13 remaining. We almost did. Bam gets 2 foul shots. We're down 8. Caleb playing great D on Jamal Murray. Jimmy and 1. We're down 5. 8-0 run. The crowd's going wild. And what happens? Jamal Murray comes back. Dagger 3. And oh man, he wasn't even having that big of a game. But man, that guy's a great player, man. Jamal Murray hit that 3, and you can just feel the energy just gets sucked out of everybody when stuff like that happens, man. And then the problem was for a little bit after that, then you just kind of end up trading buckets with them. And this is all without Jokic. Then Jimmy would come down and score, then Aaron Gordon would come up and score, put them back up 8. And then Duncan had a couple really nice floaters. Once again, he's added so much to his game in this time that he hasn't been playing. Clearly he's been practicing a ton, even though he hasn't been getting minutes and really improving his game. And man, it's really showing. I think he's going to have a big season next season. And then it's like Jeff Green hits a 3. It's like, really? Jeff Green hits a 3? Then Jimmy turns it over. We're down 9. It's just brutal. And look, man, and I give credit to the Nuggets defense. The Nuggets defense was great. And then Jokic is back. He goes out. They're up 10 when he goes out. We bring it down to 5, and then it's back up to 9 when he comes back in. And you blew your chance. You blew your chance. And then after that, it's just one thing after another. Bruce Brown gets an and 1. Bruce Brown scores again. We turn the ball over. KCP hits a 3. Bruce Brown hits another 3. He has 11 points in the quarter. We're down 17. Just rough. Jokic and Murray didn't even have huge games. It was arguably Jokic's worst game this playoffs. He had 23 points and 12 rebounds, and 4 assists, which is not a good game for Jokic. Jamal Murray, only 15 points, did have 12 assists. That's huge. I'm hoping that Jimmy Butler has something in the tank, but it's not even, the thing with Jimmy, it's not even about having something in the tank. Of course he has stuff in the tank, but when you're playing hurt, you're only going to be able to do so much. And when you turn your ankle, and that wasn't just a turned ankle, he sprained his ankle. That wasn't just a rolled ankle. That was a bad sprain. Greg Sylvander from the 5 Reasons Sports Network said that apparently the word is that pain and that injury is even traveling into his foot, apparently. And when you're playing the schedule that these guys play, when you have a game every other day, like in the Celtics series, or you're playing every 2 days like you are now and you're playing 40 minutes a game, that injury doesn't get a chance to heal. When Jimmy Butler goes 3 games in a row at this point of the season and he's not getting steals, something's going on with him. We're still not seeing any Haywood Highsmith. I guess that's not happening. Not sure why. That's a Spo thing. Take it up with Spo. I don't know. So yeah, that's about it, man. Just a really, really heartbreaking loss. On the bright side of things, we're the only team that beat the Nuggets in Denver this postseason. If we did it once, we can do it again. Everyone knows that closeout games are the hardest games. You know the Heat are going to bring it. You know their style. You know their MO. They're not going to go down without a fight. I expect this next game to be a bloodbath. I expect it to be a war. You saw what Spo said. I put it in the beginning of this video. I've been saying this for a whole bunch of videos now, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm still expecting Jimmy to have a huge game. I'm still expecting Jimmy to have a 40-plus point game, hurt ankle or no hurt ankle. I feel like he's going to will himself to do it. Let's put everything into context here as well. We were 2 minutes away from not even being in the playoffs. We were losing to the Bulls in the second round of the play-in. And look where we are now. Enjoy what we've done. Don't be down, don't hang your head. And I know, you see the poor guys in the locker room and they're all upset and everything, but this is really a story that will, echo throughout the generations of basketball fans, because what these guys did is absolutely remarkable. I couldn't be prouder of this team. It's been an amazing ride, and I don't think it's over yet. Kevin Love was on a team that did it, and if the Miami Heat has taught us anything this season, it's that anything is possible, and this team is capable of doing some crazy things. So I can't wait for this game Monday. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. I think the Heat are going to bring it. Call me delusional, but I am calling for a win on Monday. I feel like we're going to win. If not, then I feel like it's at least going to be an absolute war of a game.